One of the biggest things I was told is control the controllable. But I honestly think that everything happens for a reason. For my younger self, I would say believe in that, but also try to just build out your network. Building out your network is super important.
I remember you telling me that you were in college and you decided to take a job with Walt Disney World in a customer service role, right? Or support role.
Yeah.
And then you ended up becoming like a movie and theater makeup artist, like a professional makeup artist.
Yeah.
And you ended up in sales. So like walk me through all of that and like what led to one another.
Yeah, definitely not the traditional route by any means. It all started, so high school, my husband calls me a gypsy. I love moving around. So after high school, I decided to move to Israel, live in another country, deferred college for a semester. And when I came back, I started up at college and I learned very much from doing rather than just listening. And I kind of knew that goal wise, I wanted to do something working with people.
Yeah.
So after a semester and a half of college, I was like, this isn't the route for me. I'm going to move to Orlando with my sister. And I got a job at a Walt Disney World resort and experienced firsthand like what Disney customer service and experience should look like.
Yeah.
Which I think is at a different level than what you'd expect from like other hotels. It's just so family oriented and like the personality to have to, work that front desk, and you're at a Disney World resort where it's magical for all kids, right? So that really gave me some great customer experience. And while I was there, I thought, I'm going to stay in a hotel and I'll work here and I'll move to different countries and I'll live in London and work at a hotel and I'll move to Italy and work at a hotel. But at the time, I had a strong passion for makeup as well. So I decided that while I was working at 2 hotels at the time, but I would also go to school for makeup. So I got certified as a movie, glamour, and special effects makeup artist at a school in Orlando.
Cool.
Worked a few trade shows and met some pretty cool celebrities working at like Ulta trade shows, Sephora trade shows. And then I think 2017, 2018, decided to move back home from Orlando to Sarasota and eventually just started working at a gym. While I was at the gym, I got introduced to my next job. And from there, I found my way into pharmaceuticals. So that's how I kind of got my foot in the door with healthcare, was with ophthalmic pharmaceuticals. It was a startup company. And, I think my manager at the time always told me the reason that we hired you is because, they ask you, why should we hire you? You have no experience. You have no college degree. What makes you stand out from the rest? And my response was just, hey, how is anyone in my position supposed to advance their career if no one's going to give us a shot?
Yeah.
I feel like you can teach product, you can teach knowledge, but there's a certain personality that you need to have in order to be in a sales position and customer and client facing and be that problem solver, that supporter, that helper, that communicator. So they gave me the job and I came in number 1 the first quarter and finished the top 10 at the end of the year.
That is awesome.
And so that was kind of my intro.
They probably changed their talent acquisition strategy after that. Like, okay, we don't need to be going after people that have 15 degrees and know everything about, this world, because it's so true. Like I remember my first job, the same thing. I was sitting outside of the interview like room or whatever.
Yeah.
There was like other people there. And I remember asking them like, oh, what do you do? Like, how many years of experience do you have? And they were all like seasoned HR talent people. And I was like, yeah, I'm screwed. Like, there's no way. And then I remember in the interview, they were asking me questions and I was just honest. I was like, to be honest, I don't know what that is, but I will research it. I will do everything that I can. And I promise that I will show up every single day and be the last to leave. And they were like, okay.
Yeah.
And I got the job over the people that were experienced. And they said, that's why, because I was honest. And I was like, okay.
It's true. I mean,
thanks for tuning in to the Healthy Careers podcast. In 2024, we reached over 32,000 listeners and ranked in the top 15% of all podcasts. We're proud to have SharePro Health as a sponsor and are currently looking for 2 more partners in 2025. If you're looking to connect with healthcare leaders, providers, and innovators, we'd love to spread the word about your service, product, or business. Reach out to me, Maddie, for more details.
It's all about, I think my first year in pharma, I drove 65 or 70,000 miles from just Because right,
Oh
like
my
you're
goodness.
building, it's about building a brand. It was a new company. You're going
Yeah.
into the field. No one knows who this company is. You need to build the brand about who the company is, what your values are, you know, like
Yep.
what your product is. And on top of that, I was trying to promote a pharma product where I didn't have any samples. So
Goodness. Yeah, that's a tough role.
yeah, but that's how I got into healthcare. And then COVID hit 2020 and strategies of how pharmaceuticals were approaching physicians. I never want to be that pushy person. That's just not my personality.
Yeah.
So I didn't really agree with what they were wanting us to do at the time. So I decided to take a step back. And that's how I kind of found my way into the medical technology, financial side of things. I had an opportunity to go to another pharma company, ophthalmology, but I grew up in ophthalmology. My dad's been in the business for 40 years. My sister's in it. My husband's in it. My brother-in-law's in it. So everyone knew me there as, you know, Mr. Greenberg's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this opportunity to join Koha Health, which was a revenue cycle services company focused in orthopedics and MSK.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, let's go this route where no one knows my name, who I am.
Yeah.
I know nothing about orthopedics, nothing about rev cycle, but I will learn it.
Yeah.
So that's where I started in 2022, and here I am today.
That is awesome. And you've made such a name for yourself because